What is going on, guys? So today is the second episode of the Bobber build series, and we're gonna start building the bike cosmetically, as in the cosmetic overall. So let me show you guys what parts I have ready and where I want to start today. Built well thruster grips, diamond shaped. We have all the other parts from Moztreet Customs, classic bike rise. This is the short chain guard, the Pico LED indicators, 3-in-1 for the rear and 2 in the front, and a lot of other good stuff to install. So let's get this bike on the stand, take off the rear wheel, and start installing the new short fender that exposes the back wheel, removes this ugly license plate holder and all the indicators and this massive light as well. This is the harness. It's supposed to connect to the connector and then reroute it from the back. All right, so we finally got the battery back. It took me like 5 minutes, maybe something like that, because you know everything is all compressed and crushed inside. Why does everything have to be so hard? Everything is cramped. There we go. I think I got it right. Anyway, so the next step is to install the indicator brackets, so I could install the Pico 3-in-1 LED lights on the sides, because we won't have anything on the tail itself. The tail is going to be short, the fender is going to be short, nothing can be installed on it. So the only option, either to mount something on the seat or under the seat, or just apply the brackets from the inside. In my opinion, they look a lot better than mounting anything on any seat or on the fender itself. Right, so after connecting all the wiring, I think I have everything correct according to Motone's website. The moment of truth. And there it is, perfect. Running lights working, brake light, indicator left and right, both together. This is the license plate light LED. We're gonna connect it and try to run it down the frame with some zip ties before putting everything together. All right, now that we have everything ready, we want to put some electrical tape. All right, so we got all the cables in, set nicely. Now it's time to install the rear fender, start putting the rear wheel back on, and then installing the side mount. Let's install it. Let's see how everything lines up. Perfect. this beautiful short chain guard from Classic Bike Reich. So this basically sits like so. Looking so good so far, but man, this tire needs to be swapped immediately. You can see that it's already squared off and it's not in the best condition, so it has to go. All right, let's go with the head bolt caps. Pretty easy install, straightforward. So when you tighten these, you gotta be careful not to crack them because you need just a little bit of finger torque, not something crazy. So to save us some time tomorrow, I'm gonna install these two intake covers. So the final thing that we want to install before the sun or the light finally sets is this beautiful seat called the King Cobra, which is stitched. It's pretty basic and simple install. Alright, so in order to disassemble the front wheel, you need to lift the bike. Easy now. In order to take out the gators and replace them with the new ones, I need to take off the front wheel, which I will take off anyway to replace the top front fender, and release these two screws from the bottom clamp, pull them down, and then put the new ones on. Before we completely take these off, I just want to make sure that I have 17.5. This one is also 17.5. And I'll double check that, of course, in the service manual to make sure that both sides are equal. So these four covers come with indicator brackets, so I don't have to install the indicator on the bottom of the fork. In order to remove the indicator wires, I need to remove the tank and move it back a few inches. About 10 centimeters. So what I'll be doing is install everything back together on the top, and then I would disconnect the original indicators after I remove the tank and push it back a few centimeters. Wonderful. The difference is obviously huge in terms of size. Boy, it took a lot of time. And now we're gonna install the indicators. It's not easy working alone, guys. By the way, it's like 30 degrees right now, and I'm sweating way too much. Now the connectors on the Pico indicators do not exactly match the indicator wiring loom on the motorcycle. So what I'm doing here is trying to expand the cone from the inside in order to fit the thicker one that's on the bobber. That's pretty much it. Let's put everything back together and shove it inside the frame. Now for a simple cosmetic upgrade. Now there's one thing missing from all Triumph Bonneville motorcycles, which is a temperature gauge. Now on the dash you can't see the weather, the water temperature, or engine temperature. So having this little thing, which is a gas cap replacement that measures the oil heat inside the engine. Now it's not 100% accurate. It takes time to heat up, but better to have something rather than have nothing. Last but not least, from the Moto Imports, is the mirrors. All right, boys, it has been a very long, very sweaty and hot day, and we managed to fit almost everything on the bike. Tomorrow I'm gonna take the tank and send it to the painter. And by the way, it's a Porsche color, so it might be something special. A few parts that I'm gonna powder coat, along with some footrests, foot pegs, and that's pretty much it. All right, boys, so as you can see, we already have the gas tank installed on the bike with this beautiful LM7S Porsche gray color metallic. Now the reason I did not film the whole process of installing the tank, it was hard fabricating and modifying the mounts, welding the mounts on the bottom of the tank. I had some issues along the way. The idea for the welder was to add and weld 2 screws and then add spacers in order to control the distance, the height between the tank and the mount on the bobber. Now, in order to add the stickers, the logos on the tank, I needed to wait about 2 weeks because paint and lacquer needed to cure properly. The color is absolutely amazing. There's nothing like it. Another thing that I installed on the bike was the diamond shape grips It was pretty easy and simple install. And lastly, I powder coated the throttle body covers, the top sleeve and the side ones with the logos. The job was very, very bad. The painter, powder coater, whatever, I got into an argument with him. I asked him to buy me new pieces. He declined, but I know how to get my money back. The next and final step that we're gonna do today is to finally stick the logos, the badges on the tank from Classic Bike Rice. So we got them right here. We need to clean this part out with rubbing alcohol, measure everything, tape it, and then stick everything properly. It does look good this way, clean, sleek, minimalistic, but I like having a logo on the tank. Alright guys, so we are pretty much finished with the cosmetic overall project of the bobber, the second episode. And boy, it was very tiring, very exhausting. We ran into a lot of issues, as I mentioned before, but we're done. This is how it looks so far. It looks beautiful, I love it. There are some other parts that will change the look of the bike as well, like the airbox delete kit, the exhaust system, and tires, of course, are also going to change the overall look of the motorcycle. But they're considered performance and handling, so they're going to be showcased in another episode.